Starting a new management role and not sure what to actually do in the first 90 days? This video is going to give you a real plan. Not a template from a corporate HR handbook, a real framework from someone who has walked into complex leadership roles and had to figure it out fast. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to focus on in each of your first 3 months, so you don't waste time, don't burn trust, and don't make the mistakes that quietly sink new managers. If you appreciate this type of content, gently tap that like button. Let's get into it. Here's the truth nobody tells you when you get promoted. Most new managers fail in the first 90 days, not because they lack skill, but because they move too fast. They come in with ideas, they start changing things, they try to prove they deserve the role. And in doing that, they destroy the very thing they need most, the trust of their team. So before we get into the plan, understand this one principle. Your first 90 days are not about impressing anyone. They're about learning everything. All right, let's start with days 1 to 30. This is your listening phase. When I stepped into a new leadership role, managing multiple teams, the biggest temptation was to immediately fix what I could already see was broken. I could see the inefficiencies. I could see where things were falling apart, but I didn't touch any of it in the first 30 days. Instead, I did 3 things. First, I booked one-on-one meetings with every single person I was now responsible for. Not to talk, to listen. I asked them 3 questions. What's working well? What's the biggest frustration? And what would you change if you could change one thing? You will learn more from those conversations than from any report, any briefing, or any handover document you receive. Second, I mapped the stakeholders. Who are the key people I need to build relationships with across the organization? Who has influence? Who has information? Who are the people my team relies on to get their work done? Draw this out on paper. It matters more than you think. Third, I reviewed everything. Processes, workflows, how decisions were made, where the bottlenecks were. I didn't change anything yet. I just documented what I saw. Think of it like taking an X-ray before you operate. You need the full picture before you make a single cut. By the end of day 30, you should have a clear map of your people, your stakeholders, and your operational reality. That's your foundation. Now, days 31 to 60. This is your quick wins phase. You've listened, you've learned. Now you start to act, but strategically. In this phase, you're not overhauling anything. You're solving small, visible problems that make life easier. These are what I call quick wins. Changes that are low risk, fast to implement, and immediately noticeable. When I was building out one of my first operational setups, I noticed the team was losing hours every week on a manual reporting process that could be fixed with a simple system. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't a big strategic move, but fixing it saved the team real time every single week and immediately built credibility. It immediately built credibility. People noticed. That's what quick wins do. They show your team that you listen, you act, and you deliver. In this phase, start having real conversations with your manager as well. Show them what you've learned. Show them where you see opportunities. Align on your priorities so there are no surprises later. Days 61 to 90. This is your systems phase. This is where you shift from reacting to building. Now you start laying the foundation for how things will actually run going forward. What are the recurring processes that need structure? Where are the handover gaps? What needs to be documented so the work doesn't depend on one person? In every role, this is where I build the operating rhythm. Regular team check-ins, clear accountability frameworks, a way for problems to surface early. By day 90, you should answer, do I understand success? Does my team trust me? And do I have one system running that didn't exist when I arrived? Now here's the mistake I see almost every new manager make. They treat the first 90 days as a performance. They focus on looking competent instead of becoming it. The managers who build real careers don't perform leadership. They practice it quietly, consistently, and in the details. They build trust before they build change. If you're stepping into a new management role right now, save this video, come back to it each month, and share it with someone who just got promoted. Thank you for watching my video. See you next week. Happy days.